Yeah, this is Babylon, dude. Just letting you know. Now you know. You live in Babylon.
Property of United States Supreme Court. Holy.
What is this building?
Supreme Court.
Equal justice under law.
Is this Supreme
That's
Court?
hilarious.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have your First Amendment here anymore.
I want to go to Union Station. I want to check it out.
Oh yeah, property of United States Supreme Court.
Police. Supreme Court police.
Oh, Supreme Court building. What a shocker. We got some more Roman gods out front here. Okay.
I have alternated my route because I can't walk by them anymore. They pop out and touch my legs.
Right. How weird is this place?
I'll send you a photo.
No one knows what they're looking at.
They're so scary.
Airplanes. I could not see the United States and Europe at the same time, even though it was 10,000 feet, 10,000 meters up or 30,000 feet up. So it was just no curvature, it was just flat. As you said.
Yeah, it looks like this,
I
man.
would be able to see both Europe and the United States from 30,000
Let me explain.
feet up.
Let me explain why you can't. Right. So if you stand at the end of a long road and you're like looking down at railroads, the railroads will look like they converge together and you can't see them anymore, right? But they're flat. But it's because you can only see so far. It's called the law of perspective. Your eyes can only see so far because of angular resolution. So like over a flat earth, you still can't see forever because eventually you reach your limit of perspective and it converges into the horizon.
The vanishing point.
But when you were in that plane, the horizon was horizontal. It was flat. I've been in numerous planes. I know hundreds of pilots. I've been way higher than 10,000 feet. The horizon's always
10,000
flat.
meters I was talking.
Oh, okay, sorry, but yeah.
30,000.
Yeah, like a commercial flight, like 35,000 feet. You can always see the horizon's flat,
Well,
and you can't see forever.
you can certainly see in India and Pakistan when you look at Nepal or Himalayas, K2 and all these, and these are just 3,000 feet up, or 3,000. I mean, these are like 10,000 feet up.
Yeah, I've been testing the Earth for 5 years. It has to curve at 8 inches per mile squared if it's a ball, right? They say it's a certain size, a circumference of 24,901 miles.
You can see 15 kilometers roughly by just looking straight out after it curves down.
Never curves. We actually have, like, okay, for example, you can see the Chicago skyline across Lake Michigan for 60 miles. It should be entirely obstructed by Earth curve, yet you can see the whole skyline. We have a mountain in France where, based on the curvature of the Earth, it should be hidden by 1 mile of Earth curvature. You can see the whole mountain top to bottom. So
Well, I'm
we
going
fall.
to ask this question:
This is
how
what
do
the
you
Earth looks like.
explain things like what do you call it? How do you explain things like volcanic activity? If the Earth was flat, there should be no volcanoes.
That has nothing to do with the shape, though.
There should be none of those things.
Well, there's magma in volcanoes. That has nothing to do with the globe Earth.
How can these things exist?
Because they're on a flat Earth. Like, the deepest we've ever dug is 7.8 miles. So we don't, like, it's not from like a magma core or anything. We can't go deeper than 8 miles. That's the deepest hole ever dug. We have volcanoes because we have like vibrational reaction underneath the Earth, and there's like magma in a volcano.
Where does it come from?
It comes from right
It
underneath.
doesn't come from the Earth's core, from the
No.
Earth's mantle, and where does it come from?
It comes from right underneath the Earth, but not all the way down to the core, 4,000 miles
No one
away.
can verify what's in the core.
Well,
Yeah.
we can estimate that it's probably made out of iron.
Did you know that when we estimated though, so we dig what's called a borehole in Russia, that's the deepest hole we ever dug, it's 7.8 miles, and we had all these predictions based on the globe Earth. All of them were wrong. We thought it would be cold here, it was warm here, we thought it'd be dry here, it was wet here. They were wrong about each prediction down to 8 miles. They definitely don't know what's 4,000 miles. You can't go deeper than 8 miles. It's the deepest any human's ever gone.
So do you believe then that it's possible to go to the center of the Earth, or such a thing? Like your ancestor into the center of the Earth?
Well, the center of the Earth would be that little dot you see. That's the center of the Earth. Now, there is no...
North Pole?
Yeah, the North Pole. It's illegal to freely travel there though. You can't even freely travel to the North Pole. It's also illegal to go around here.
Taken by Russia or something?
Russia and America has both agreed that you can't go within 500 miles of each direction. And then this right here, this is what they would call Antarctica. The Antarctic Treaty doesn't allow us to freely travel there either. It's called the 60th south latitude. It's actually a ring around you. They tell you it's an ice cap on a ball, but it's not. You can't freely travel it. That would prove it's a ball, but it's illegal.
Yeah, if you could cross
China,
Antarctica,
America.
No one's ever done it though. They always turn around at Antarctica and they go back the way they came.
Go back north.
Well, let's just be realistic. It's not very likely that either you or I will change our opinions.
Well, hey, I used to think it was a ball, right? He used to think it was a ball.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I went and tested the Earth for 5 years. I've measured the Earth. It's not a ball. They lied.
Here, we just want to share the information with you
Yeah, it's up
because.
to you, brother.
Got these things in there.
Well, I don't think we left one of these.
Yeah, we probably did.
All right, well, it's up to you, brother.
The Bible
You know?
doesn't really teach flat Earth. As my back in Book of Mormon says, the Earth rotates.
No, the Bible says that the Earth is immovable and fixed and will never move. It has foundations and it has a firmament over top of it, just like this.
So you're saying then the sun still rotates around the Earth?
Rotates over top. You see this?
That's the sun.
The sun and the moon move over top of the Earth.
The sun, they're smaller than the Earth.
Yeah, it gets to where you can't see it anymore, then it comes back. And that's why they're exactly the same size, so we have eclipses, right? What the globe Earth claims is that this is 400 times bigger than the moon, just coincidentally, exactly 400 times further away also, so they look the same size. The truth is that they're just the same size, just like the scriptures say, one rules the day, one rules the night, and they move over top of the Earth. If the sky's a clock, it's reset for all recorded
Where do
history.
you get the information that the Earth, that the sun and the moon are the same size? It doesn't say in scripture.
They appear to be the same size in the sky, in the globe Earth.
That's what we see.
But Maskeraid writes in the book Science and Philosophy Scriptures that the appearance of the physical senses deceive us all the time. So how do you know you're not being deceived?
The scriptures actually say that you can trust what you see in nature and it reveals the glory of the Creator. That's what it says. So either whenever, God would have to be tricking you. Like when you don't feel like you're moving, but actually you're spinning. It looks like it's flat, but actually it's curving. The sky looks like it moves, but actually it's still. The sun looks like it moves away from you. Whenever you have a sunset, you see the sun move away from you and go down and sunset. What the globe Earth claims is that the sun's actually still, and we're falling backwards 1,000 miles an hour, and it just looks like it's moving. But we see the sun move every day. You know, the Creator's not trying to trick us. We can trust our senses. He gave us the senses to trust them. Either we trust the Creator and the senses He gave us and what He said in His Word, or we trust the government who lies about everything, bro. Like, they lie about everything.
But you see, in the Book of Mormon, for instance, says it's the Earth that moves.
The Book of Mormon? Yeah, it also says that Jesus and Lucifer were brothers and that you're a god and that you'll get your own planet and this was just Jesus's planet and that he went and found a magical book that was golden in the middle of the woods. The Book of Mormon says a lot of stuff, but the scriptures don't say that.
Well, Maskeraid also, in the Science and Philosophy Scriptures, confirms basically what Joe Smith says, and she says that, you know, the senses deceive us all the time.
That's not what the scriptures say. That's what humans say. That's what a human
Be
says.
ye not conformed unto this world, but be ye renewed by the renewing of your mind.
Absolutely.
So, in other words,
Your spirit.
if we believe what material sense are telling us, we're constantly deceived.
So you just believe what men told you? Because the scriptures say that the earth
what
takes...
scientifically can be verified.
Then you would believe the earth is flat. There's no scientific evidence for the earth spinning. There's no scientific evidence that water bends. It's called fluid statics. It's a natural law. Water finds its level.
I read in here, you know, that the Flat Earth Society said when they took pictures from the moon to the earth, is all you can see is that the earth is round, but it doesn't prove it's a sphere.
Flat Earth Society is not real. It's misinformation from the CIA. None of us agree with Flat Earth Society. You didn't go to the moon. They didn't go to the moon in 1969. They haven't been back since. They said they can't go back 50 years later. They said that they destroy the technology and it's a painful process to build it back. That's a direct quote from Don Pennant, the world's most renowned astronaut. You didn't go to the moon.
Back any time.
They can't go back. They said they can't. NASA says they can't go back.
They destroy the technology.
But they certainly can travel to space.
Hey, the scriptures also say, like, plant the seed and move
I
on.
wasn't
So
planning on talking to you guys, but it's interesting that when I saw that, you know, the Flat Earth Society thing.
It's not Flat Earth Society though.
Well, I know, but when
Go
I
ahead.
saw those flyers from about Flat Earth,
Yeah.
I thought that no matter how long we discussed this, it's not we never change each other's mind, because there's a saying that says, A man convinced against his will of his own being still, so...
You know what another saying is? It's easier to fool someone than to convince them that they've been fooled. So either be open to new information, no. But hey, we planted the seed,
I'm
brother.
always willing to accept scientific evidence.
Do you care if I pray with you?
So what scientific evidence do you have to prove to me that Earth is flat?
It's called the second law of thermodynamics. Pressure has to be contained. Pressure always equalizes. Like when I open a soda, it has higher pressure than the low pressure around it. So when you open it, it goes shh, and it equalizes. So you couldn't have a pressure system next to a vacuum of 10 to the negative 17 torr. The pressure would fill the available space. It's called the second law of thermodynamics. That's a natural law of science. Fluid statics.
Gravity. Doesn't gravity pull stuff down?
That's what the official argument is. But if I lay gas out at the surface where gravity's the strongest, gas goes straight up. So gravity doesn't stop it from going straight up where it's the strongest. Way up above the Earth where it's weaker, it wouldn't stop it from going up. It would go into the vacuum immediately.
Helium certainly does.
Yeah, helium and hydrogen would all go up.
Yeah. But there are other gases like radon that would hover on the bottom.
It's more dense than the surrounding air. So density, right? So I have a beach ball, it's less dense in the air. I throw it up, it falls down. I put it in a pool, it goes up because it's less dense. It's more like the water is more dense, so it goes up. But the beach ball is more dense in the air, so it goes down.
I really like the Hindenburg. Do you know why?
Why?
It could not just follow the sky like that. It was the same weight as the surrounding air.
Hey, you're too pretty for that mask.
It was much more safe than an airplane, but they got rid of it.
Yeah. Do you care if I say a prayer with you?
No, I don't really care. The reason why I don't care is because I found through experience that you know, praying with people that have different points of view just doesn't give me anything. It doesn't help
Yeshua
me.
said the opposite. He prayed with everybody, but I encourage you to open your mind, man.
But I have read the scriptures and I'm a believing Christian.
And you shouldn't have a problem with me praying with
But
you.
I also believe in.
So read Genesis.
But I also believe in Christian Science and Latter Saint understanding. And so that Christian philosophy.
Science proves flat Earth, bro. I gotta go.
Christian
I gotta go.
philosophy that says that the Earth is actually round. And
Actually,
rotates
Isaiah
around
said the Earth's a circle. He used a different Hebrew word for ball right after that. Hebrew says in Hebrew
And
in Genesis. In Genesis, it says there's a firmament. It says the Earth's immovable and fixed and has 4 pillars. In Revelation, it says there are 4 angels on the corners of the Earth that control the winds. The Earth is immovable and fixed
also
according to Psalms, Isaiah, Job, and Genesis.
Job, it says the Lord has fixed the earth on mountains. So the earth is on space.
No, I said it's immovable and fixed on pillars. So immovable and fixed doesn't mean spinning and shooting around the sun and shooting through space 500,000 miles per hour. It's a lie. Now, I'll finish you with this. Guess what? They say that we're going around the sun 66,600 miles per hour. That's 666. You know 666 is the number of the beach, right? Okay, 666. We're on a tilted rate of 23.4, which means from a 9-degree angle, that's 66.6. So we're also on a 66.6 degree tilt. So 66,600 miles per hour, 66.6 degree tilt, 8 inches per mile square. That's 0.666 feet per mile square. There's a coincidence. And the circumference in nautical miles is 21,600, which is 6 times 6 times 600. The supposed diameter of the sun is 2,000, or the moon is 2,160. 6 times 6 times 60. So all these 666s could just.
Secret society. It's called the Ancient Scottish Masons. We'll find out who the devil is and what it's done in this country. Check out
The Masons.
The letters of John Quincy Adams, Happiest of Living. It's very interesting.
Yeah, the Masons are Luciferians. This entire city is all built by Masons. They worship Lucifer, and Lucifer is the one that made the lie about the Glover. So you've been told. I love you, man. I hope that we can agree to disagree. I still love you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, take it easy. Just think on it.